yeah, so we're gonna make this threshold larger and so on and so forth, so that no trolls or people with anything crazy to say do that thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that
Do
makes
the
sense.
bad stuff. But yes, so that's why that started. But like I said, with a rice gum thing, not a rice gum thing, the ads thing. Now they're doing it where they decide, since people are abusing it so much, like people are doing hour long videos and having like 50 ads within those hour long videos.
That's yeah. That part of it's always what kind of got me. Death control should work.
So,
It does.
so they were like, you know what? We're gonna decide when ad breaks are. So now you just don't do, you just upload your video. Obviously, now like I said, if the video's longer, it's still gonna make more money because more ads are gonna play.
Right.
But it's no more that some people were doing like every 3 minutes they were putting an ad. Within like every like 3 to 5 minutes they were putting an ad, and this is like an hour to an hour 40 long video.
That's doing too much.
You know, you see what I mean? Like that
Yeah,
could,
that's kind of gross.
and some of these channels have like, depending on like, let's say like you do that on a channel that's like, oh, I forgot, it's a channel that does like documentaries, but
I
they were
guess.
doing it.
Sorry, real fast. I guess we should say, just for the stream
Oh,
preservation, we're testing out vertical
yeah.
streaming and also talking YouTube.
Yeah, we're talking YouTube
We're
and
talking
vertical
shop. So listen in if you want some tips, because this guy, fucking cameras. This,
but
am I pointing?
oh, if I can
No,
remember
I'm
what.
pointing the wrong way. This guy knows what he's talking about. I didn't read any of that intro. Working as a
But
Coast
yeah,
Guard.
uh, yeah. So
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off like that. I just felt it was important to say.
you're fine. You're perfectly fine. It makes complete sense. So yeah. So the like I said, some people were doing like hour long videos, and like that was a lot. So people was like, okay, that's ruining viewers. But YouTube was like, the evil corporation was like, y'all are ruining viewers' experience.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like,
so, so obviously, if they got it, they realized it was like, you know, this is a fucking problem.
yeah, yeah. I mean, at a certain point, that also ruins what they're
Yeah,
trying to do too. So I guess it makes sense why they would.
but yeah. So they
We are
talking YouTube.
we're talking shop on YouTube and testing out the vertical stream on the Total Chaos demo from the Next Fest.
So now they just decide where the ads are gonna go. So when it comes to that part, you don't have to worry about anything as far as running it. The difference is now is the functions on streams.
Hmm.
So with streams, you can add an ad break, which will is which ad breaks are like, let's say you're streaming, and some people unlist their streams so they don't use this function. But if you're streaming and you leave your streams up like some people do, let's say like 20 minutes in, you want to leave an ad break there for anybody that's watching the VOD.
Wait,
You can do,
wait, what?
yeah. So you can add. So let's say you stream for 20. Let's say you stream for an hour.
Mhm.
20 minutes in, you want to leave. Now YouTube is still going to put their typical ad break at the start of the stream.
Yeah.
But let's say like 20 minutes in, you say, all right, I know I have a viewership or people that watch these VODs if they miss a stream.
Right.
So 20 minutes in, I want to leave add an ad break here. They also have break times, which are which is your stream will run ads for however long you select it. So if you wanted to, if you're streaming, I wish I could do this. I just don't. But I think the highest option is like 5 minutes. So you can, let's say I wanted to go do something. I knew it was gonna take me 5 minutes to do a rest break on the stream. It's like a little timer.
Right.
It's gonna run. It's gonna run ads for 5 minutes, and it will either minimize. It will either the whole ad, or it will. They're adding a function of where the ads just show up on the side, but it mutes the audio.
I have a
of the
question.
stream.
You don't get motion sick, right?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I can already tell that this game.
Not
is
from
gonna...
looking at stuff.
Okay. I have to ask because this game has like the character's tilt head,
Yeah.
so I gotta ask because Andres gets motion sick pretty bad even when watching stuff.
I do. If I was playing this,
Oh.
maybe, but it was have to be pretty bad.
Dude, that's a dash
It was a
and a
game
half.
called. It was a game called Body Cam that made me almost sick.
Yeah, we played that. Yeah, we played. And
Not
you were-
Body Cam. Not Body Cam. I'm sorry. It's a horror game. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I said
Body Cam is basically a horror game.
it. It is.
Is there a sprint? I don't know. You know what? I'll wait for the game to tell me. I'm just gonna dash everywhere first.
But
No, I'm still not making that. Ew. All in all, making content and living off it's hard.
it is. But another thing. So I learned, and this is how I made most of the stuff, my like money early on. Was
Game looks really.
affiliate links and sponsorships, right?
That makes sense.
So
Oh, speaking
was-
of sponsors, there's this energy drink group 4XP. They recently started an affiliate like a sponsor program.
Oh,
I might try to reach out and see what the requirements are. But I like it's good stuff. It's a little too much sugar for
will-
me, but
send me the link and I will reach out.
okay. It's in their Discord, so yeah, I'll send it out after this. I'll send it to you. We can look at it.
Yeah. So I would say so. My originally like I was like I said, I was doing shorts for a while, and I have it long for me, but like my main thing was like shorts, and it kind of still is.
Mm-hmm.
And back when YouTube first monetized short, the pay is not nothing crazy now, but it was fucking horrible. It was like, I think it was a quarter of a penny
What?
per 1,000 views. No, my bad. I'm sorry. It was 1 cent per 1,000 views.
I was about to say a quarter of a penny isn't even a denomination I want in near my life. Like, don't even darken my doorstep.
I'm thinking
with
about
that.
I'm thinking about TikTok. I'm sorry, but it was legit. a
Well, Fajon,
penny
when
per
we start
1,000
streaming on TikTok, that's
That's another one.
when we start trying to bring class to that site.
But no,
That is an
it was like a
inventory
penny per
slot.
1,000 views, and it was like abysmal. And I was like, okay,
Stim
I'm getting all
packs.
these views. Oh,
What? Meat can.
but yeah, I was like, I'm getting views, but I'm not making no money from it. So,
Why are there survival elements?
oh, is this survival horror?
This is the most survival horror, like, because it's quote unquote linear, but there's. Fuck. I don't think I didn't see that shit.
But like I said, the whole game of YouTube. Like I said, the whole idea of like.
Rotten.
So I think my first partnership or sponsorship came in. Well, no, the first way I was making money was like any meaningful money was I reached out to a bunch of indie artists and people that just made music in general, and I was like, hey, I get these views on my video.
That's really
You
interesting.
pay me to use your song in my shorts,
Oh.
and people find out about your music. And
So you're gonna charge
I ended-
Andres' girlfriend? Andres' girlfriend is what I'm hearing.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, that's the racket, right? He's
That's
paying
the
you $5. Hey, man,
It is five.
that's $5.
That's a Wendy's meal.
That's well, maybe not a meal anymore.
Yeah, I get a
Even
five
if you
for five. I got 50
do
cents.
no, if you do a 5 for 5, you're already over.
No, I'm sorry. I said 5 for 5.
The biggie bag, the $4.
Yeah, the biggie bag.
But what's
Yeah,
tax
the
with
biggie
that?
bag is not
T-
$4.
tax with that's gotta
Biggie
be.
bag is
Oh,
$5.50.
fucking.
Biggie bag is $5.50. Depending on the one you get, so you got to get the cheap biggie bag. There's a $7 biggie bag for.
What is this grab bag ass food deal?
What? I don't know.
I love
I
picking up
don't know.
ramen
Everybody
food.
has one right now, though. They're like, oh, Wendy's cooking with the 4 for 4 we need, and they don't even have that no more. It's bullshit.
Always was.
But yeah. So I was charging people that, and I think for that service, and I think I was making. I was doing it for a while. I was making like 500 a month with that. But YouTube kind of killed that hustle for me, cause you can just go on YouTube Music now, upload your music, and people can use it in their shorts thing in anyway with.
Wait.
So they kind of
really?
Yeah. So shorts. Part of the
Oh.
reason shorts also plays with us is because YouTube is paying the music license for every single song.
Oh, okay. That actually makes more sense than I
Or you-
thought.
So it's like they take I think
Fuck.
they take a little bit higher percentage than they do for, which makes sense. So like they're paying for the whole music license. They're paying like not obviously the individual artist, but they're going to labels. Hey, we'll pay for this entire catalog or some shit for it to be on us. But so they killed that for me because they're like, oh yeah, we can just put our songs on here anyway. Fucking guy.
You're like, dang it.
Like it was good for a while. The second thing was
I gotta turn this.
what was it? The second thing was another thing was affiliate. So I unlisted these, but I have like 50 shorts where I was just talking about like stuff at my setup and shit like that, or like cool shit that I had.
Hey guys,
tech
it's your
related.
boy Fajon. I'm here to let you know that I've got this mic and this headset. Wow, my camera.
Pretty much, I was just
Fine.
like talking about it quick. I was like found a cheap mic. Like this mic right here, I actually like it aside from the fact that if you lean back, Annie, you start getting quieter. But it's actually really good for the $70 pay. And I was like, so people were like going through affiliate links and get stuff. Then the I did all the controllers I had because I have like 20, and that ended up getting like a couple controller companies being like, hey, we'll pay you to talk about a controller. Sure.
Fajon, this was back when you were a big Fortnite man, you know.
Yes.
And now you're
yeah,
back.
I'm not big.
You're
I'm
back.
back now because I was like,
I'm back.
Damn, that money was good.
I want that money. I like that money.
I was like, you know, I could put aside my hate for the game, the little bit of hate I have for this game.
See, Fajon, that's my issue. I'm uncompromising.
You're not compromising.
I'm uncompromising.
Oh,
This is a pride cometh before the fall type situation. You know what that means? You ever heard of that?
kinda.
Basically, it means that, like, pride is the reason that you will fail more often than anything else. It is, even as you are failing, you will be prideful and not, like, reach out or ask for help, because
Oh.
I would rather fail than look
Okay.
weak or, like, that I would need help. Oh, my axe broke.
Yeah, I don't have that problem. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That I had that problem, and I needed to get out of that mindset. So I'm kind of out of it a little bit,
Not
but
look, I understand. That was fun. But yeah. So it was that, and then what else? Oh, at my first stint of like hating this game, and I was like, okay, but what? So can I like? I mean, I developed some. I was like, somebody would pay me some fucking money to do shit social media wise for them. I built my own shit. It's not the biggest, but I kind of know what I'm doing.
oh, cool.
And that's how I got
Fucking,
uh employment
sorry, hold
at
on.
Hey,
certain
John.
places.
Can you
Huh?
click my video and see
Yeah.
how quiet it is?
Is it a new one or the old?
Yeah, it's a new
Huh.
one. Cause I think I thought I probably would have to turn it up, but I want a couple more opinions.
Is it? Where'd you put it? Oh, is it uploaded?
Yeah, I mean I put it in the group chat.
Okay.
What? And I. All right. Anyway.
That sounds good.
Yeah, Justin said he barely can hear it when the volume.
Does he have that? Does he actually have YouTube turned up?
Yeah, I was wondering. I don't know.
Cause you see,
Like maybe it's a little quiet, but it's not like unhearable.
nah, if you just turn the website, like the actual app up, it's pretty hearable. Like, how much is going on in his ear? That's the question.
Yeah, I don't know.
It sounds good to me. I don't.
I like that your jump was nah, it's him. It's a him problem. This is.
Cause I mean I also was thinking that, but I wanted another opinion.
Ooh,
Well, no,
monster.
if I feel like listening at it, if you just have the site turned up, it's pretty audible.
No, Audible is that book site that we don't want a
Oh my
sponsorship with.
God.
All right, Connor,
Oh my
you
God.
gotta watch it too.
I can't. I'm Isaiah. I'm making awful content right now.
This is not awful content.
You're right. I'm making subpar content right now.
God.
Playing a game no one's ever heard of. That's a demo that will probably end soon. Oh, this is a
Oh.
good sign.
Look at that, though. But yeah, like I said, I had my first stint. I had my first stint to hate the game, and that's how I got employed at certain places because I was like, somebody will pay me for this skill. And originally, I wasn't even going. I just wanted to see for like to learn some shit. That was like crazy. But some things did so good that first like 2 or 3 weeks. I was like, you know what, pay you.
It was dark.
And what else? And I was like, okay, well, more people will pay me for this. And and then I just kept going. That's good.
Oh, not a
Now-
turning puzzle.
Oh, turn.
Why is there flesh in this
always
wall?
fun. Somebody was getting tortured.
No, that's not what that looks like.
I can't. It's dark. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I know it's really dark.
I can't.
It's clearly just like it's just flesh. This just oh down.
You know what else?
Go on.
There is. You know what? Never mind. That's the barrier. The monetization on YouTube barrier. Forgot about
I think
that.
I will re-upload it.
Why does it? Does anybody else?
It's
have
not
it
a big
downloaded?
deal. It's pretty easy to change.
What do you? What were your decibels at? My bad. Like for your voice, I would recommend 5 to 10. For your music, if you like add any extra music, mine is 5 to 15.
I was using OBS for the voice clips, and it's just maxed. I think
Oh.
I turned myself down a little bit in DaVinci though. And
Oh
on
no,
the
yeah,
audio
just
track.
leave it. Okay, that's good.
Just
But only a little bit. Like it wasn't a lot.
How many decimals? Do you remember?
It went from like I think I went down like to it was at 0 and I went down to -2.
That'll do it.
yeah, going down is usually
Yeah,
Not
that'll
what
do
you
it. Just
want.
go up. I would have just honestly, if anything,
Keep it default.
I would keep it default.
you generally want to be a little louder than whatever sound is actually coming through, most of the time.
Yeah. So my rule is.
Go on.
Hold on, let me get my sheet.
My decibel sheet, my decibel
have an
cheat
extra.
sheet.
Oh,
Vodka.
I have like an editing rubric.
That I'm hearing. Hey. There's a lot of save. Maybe this is the demo, but there's a lot of save points. Please open. Please open. Oh no, I don't want to open that way. Shit. I looked away for half a second. That's not fair.
Okay, yeah. So your background music, I found it. Your background
Fuck.
music should typically be between 10 to 20 for DaVinci. For Premiere is 18 to 25.
I believe it
Wait,
is
like
something
going up
we have
from
both
0
desired
because
Down.
it starts at 0.
No. So from 0,
Your presence
if
in
you
this
add
place
music, you want to
means that
turn
you are
your
willing
music
to do what I ask of
to
you.
between
If you
-10
follow my
to
request,
-20.
Okay.
I will take you to what it is that you desire.
And for you,
You
should be.
What I told you, boy, now.
careful. We're streaming now. We don't want to get copyright. Because you're too perfect.
For you, you want
This
to
place.
be
I might actually
This
turn myself
oasis.
into positive decibels.
from
been here before,
0 to
but
+5.
It's not how we remembered it.
There we go.
A sickness has infested these walls.
Normally,
believe
if you
with
have a
your
mic
help,
that's
we can put a
leveled
stop
and
to
does
it.
not mess up anything.
On the north side of the island, a mine awaits us. We must reach it, descend into its depths, to the deepest point. Only there is where you will find the answers you seek.
This looks so grimy for no reason.
Oh, yeah, it absolutely is. Yeah. Apparently, it's based off of like an old Doom mod, I think, like classic Doom, or Doom 3, one of those. And then it got recreated into its own game. And if it is Doom 3, I understand completely why it would be so dark, because that game is just physically dark. I don't want to get into some combat at some point.
Have you not done none? I haven't been paying attention. too? Like, if you don't
No,
play?
I have yet to hit anything. It's all been
Okay,
me
I thought
running
so.
from things.
Playing Outlast. Hang it up.
Not Outlast. No, it's not. No, this is not Outlast, which is why I'm not playing it because Outlast is boring.
Wait, you think it's boring?
I think it's boring that you can't fight back.
Anything back?
Well, because most of the stuff you deal with in Outlast isn't like crazy until near the end.
You could, yeah. I feel like most of the things in there, you could at least hit it.
You should be able to swing back on at least like the normal
Yeah.
asylum mates. Like the naked guys with the machetes, I understand not wanting to swing on them. The doctor
Yeah.
with the needles, I get it. But everyone else, let's
Mr.
maybe okay, not that guy. I never actually fully understood what was happening in that game or like what the deal was with what was happening.
Okay, Outlast is just like it's a cult type thing basically.
What do you mean?
So the first one was he was just a reporter going. Well, not even a reporter. I think he was.
No, he was a
essentially
reporter.
Like this YouTuber. Okay.
He was a reporter.
like some reporter.
He was a
Okay, yeah.
YouTuber.
So, yeah, he was like, wait.
he was
was
going
some
to the
shit-
asylum
it was
for
some shit like-
views.
That's what I kind of took it as.
I love
My-
that.
my
You know
memory- it's
what?
been a while.
I think that's what happened.
That's what I saw,
I'm
man.
rewriting it in my head right now as we speak.
That's what I saw it as. My memory's kind of vague on it, but he went there and he did his thing. And as it progressed, kind of figured out this was more like a cult thing, and the people there were experimenting on these people and so on. and
It wasn't a cult. It was a company, wasn't it? It was like an actual like corporation. That was
Cult.
like
So that's I got to get to the second part for it. This is why I say cult. The second game, at least. So as the thing going, it is a company, but as things go on, you kind of figure out what happened and yada yada. You get to the second game, new protagonist, or it's either the
no two.
let me
Two
make
is the
it
cult. Two is the cult. One is the company. And one and two aren't connected, are they? They're like completely separate. Because I've watched playthroughs of both, and I remember one being like the ending was like, oh man, this evil ghost got in the main character's body. Thus.
Okay, yeah. So the Murkoff Corporation is the cult.
What?
They're going around just doing these experiments and basically just like fucking with people's lives as their thing. So,
What are they a
they're
cult
connected by the
of?
Murkoff. It's called a Murkoff Corporation, but
Good.
I guess they call it a second game. I guess you start seeing more of it. I guess the second game it kind of shows the corporation like more of them.
Why is it a pterodactyl noise? It absolutely was a pterodactyl.
But yeah,
Or is that
So
the
they're-
Doom noise?
so they are. That company is responsible for the events of Outlast 1. They're also responsible for the events of 2, specifically the creation of those mountains in general.
What?
That so basically, like there's like this.
Did I just shoulder check that thing?
Probably,
Yo, I'm sick.
yeah, it's like wherever they're going, they're like fucking with people and using people for experiments. And the cult part comes in as to where those villagers were seeing these people as basically gods and shit. That's where that cult part comes into. And those people also kind of started taking over, and they want his baby and all.
I think it's still coming. I feel like I'm going around.
But yeah, it's his fault.
Bitch.
Did it
Okay, I
for the
guess not.
views.
Cheap ass jump scare.
You gotta love cheap jump scares sometimes.
No, I really don't.
Why?
I don't appreciate them because they're cheap. If you're gonna get me,
I can enjoy
you're gonna get me
good-
honestly.
I can enjoy good cheapness. Like, again, a
Oh.
Biggie Bag from Wendy's, that's good cheap.
Oh, my hunger's increasing.
You're hungry? Oh, I thought I made you hungry. Not.
hate the E noises so much. I want a gun. Just want to shoot something,
Oh,
please.
there's guns.
Waiting for you.
Yeah.
I would not try to dispatch them. You might as well leave them here to fester.
I would not try to dispatch them. Crafting. Huh. So I can make Molotovs. Remake pickaxe. Interesting. Add the things I needed. Oh, there it is. Hey. I feel like breaking these is not worth it. Ah. I already lost. No, I'm not. Oh. Alright, easy enough. Oh. New area. Okay, okay. Ooh! Here, moved. I got more. Oh no. I wore a gray shirt on stream, which means you can see me sweating.
Oh. This is okay.
This is okay. Appreciate that.
We gotta console you.
I don't give a shit. Oh no, someone saw my sweat stain on my Solaire shirt.
Oh my god, I'm so dead.
What, are you playing Fortnite again?
Yep.
You're supposed to be locked in. We're in this together. And you leave me for your kid game. Little baby game.
Oh my god.
Toss.
I
A Okay, this is the most aggressive shiv I've ever seen in my life.
Why does it look like that?
It's glass.
That's glass?
It's glass, and it's just been taped together. You just hold it in the middle. Yo, that is brutal.
I thought it was a pickaxe at first.
No, I have a pickaxe.
Oh.
A tire iron. Tire iron, Jesus. A tire iron. I was about to do the same thing, honestly. My brain was like, do I go for it? Do I do a tire iron? You buy iron?
Oh.
Ow!
I'm a rock cell.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Okay, so are these aliens or something?
Dude, I don't know. They're a thing. They're freaks of nature, probably. Demons? I don't know. It's kind of up in the air at this point. It's an asylum, so it could really be anything at this point, honestly. They can kind of just say whatever they want. So I'm sure they didn't light all these candles. That way, this way. Oh man, this game is gonna ruin my, like, not critical path choices. Not critical path. Ooh, okay, I made a good choice. Save here. There's a parry? Or block timing? I can make a hammer. Kinda wanna make the hammer.
Go for the hammer.
I'm gonna make a hammer, I think. I'm just curious, like, I guess it's another melee weapon.
Probably.
Yeah, it
Or
is.
like-
What? Oh, I make a glass shiv. I don't want to do.
Oh. Was bright.
Okay, this thing's soon, but that's fine. I guess I'll start this way. Oh, wait, there's an arrow pointing this way. Never mind. That means progression.
Or it's a trap.
Ooh. Ooh, that would be really mean.
You go over here to fix or craft something. Something falls from the roof.
Even though the melee combat's really fast, it does feel pretty good.
Oh.
Yeah, like hitting these guys is actually a pretty satisfying bunk. Builders. Okay, so this is actual progression, and I can't come this way. That's a sledgehammer, or just a big hammer.
Oh. She makes emotes?
What?
She makes emotes?
Oh,
I was looking at it. This is King is.
They will
who again?
attempt
I gotta make
to
sure.
hinder our
Sometimes I
progress.
forget.
that's Andres.
They are
Okay, that is
forgotten
Andres. Okay.
leftovers of a time
Who is?
long past.
What's Potato's name?
They
Justin.
were never meant to linger here.
I thought he was DJ.
We'll need a key
DJ
to
is
bypass this door.
Sin though.
Yes.
Head to the graveyard nearby. There's a storage room hidden there.
Why is there a graveyard in the facility? What sense does that make? Demo is actually pretty decent sized. And my jukes are. Okay, yeah, they're doing the Doom 3 thing. They've got monster closets. Which, when I say that, do you even know what I mean?
No.
So a monster closet, at least in Doom 3, was there would be closets in game that would open up to reveal an enemy, and then there's nothing else in the closet. It was a closet purely to have an enemy attack you.
Okay.
And that's why they were known as monster closets. It was just a place to spawn an enemy to get the jump on you, and it was super unfair and really sucked. The headbutts are crazy. They're all Raider players. That's a tank. Alright. My back can go bad in this. I see that. I can understand now that guns are going to be a luxury item for sure. Oh yeah, I should ask real fast. So how does this upload? Is it going to upload as a full
Yeah, to do
video?
As soon as you do it, it's just gonna sit there as like that whole thing.
Hmm.
You can also go. I will say you can also go in, and this is more so for people that do it horizontally. It's more beneficial for them. For this, I don't really see the point where it makes sense. But you can just, if you wanted to, let's say you stream for 3 hours.
Right.
And let's say you're playing Apex Legends and you had a really good game that could be a video, you can select only that part of the video to go public. So if the stream would go live, like after you get done, you can go in and edit what you want to keep.
Huh.
With
Okay,
YouTube.
so
you can't
this,
add like music or anything that was already happening. It's still going to be there. Like, so if you have music playing in the background, it's still going to be there. Or if you curse, it's still going to be there. But you can go in, you can say like, hey, I'm going to trim this exposition of me waiting to go into the game out, if you know what I mean.
well, so I mainly was asking because, so it will not self-upload like a regular YouTube stream. You have to.
No, it will.
It will.
It just obviously gonna look different. It's just gonna when anybody.
Yeah, that's fine. I was just curious if it would actually like upload.
Yeah, it'll upload by itself.
Because yeah, that's more my thing. I just want to make sure that it actually does fully upload because I want to listen back to it before we do Expedition, and that way I can like kind of see. Yeah, I can see like maybe there's some ways to improve the formatting or something. Yo, he juked.
So I see what you mean now. Is that a wire in it also?
No, I think that's just one long piece of glass.
Oh my god.
These guys kick.
That's not A shift, that's V shift.
That's the shift. Oh, you can't power attack with one-handed weapon. Like, but you can throw the hell out of them. Wow, okay, combat will be plentiful. Yeah, okay, this is gonna be a good game. You can just tell.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
This is gonna be.
Kind of
Good.
reminds me of Cry of Fear for some reason.
I was not expecting the Cry of Fear reference from you today.
Why?
I
You
just
think
wa-
I'm that uncultured?
no, it's not about culture. I wasn't expecting it. Like, good on you
Oh.
for knowing what that is. That is not a recent game.
If you, I would say this. I don't know a lot of older shit. Obviously, now we've seen that. But
Go on.
if it's horror,
Oh,
I more than likely know it. I'm even just a horror fan. I go to sleep the horror shit. I'm a weirdo. I
okay.
just love. Like, I'm surprised I haven't started dating horror games. My thing.
You tried to with that
might do that
Minecraft
shit.
stuff.
This
I
place,
did. It didn't do bad.
it
It's
used
just I
to be
haven't,
somewhere I could be
and I wouldn't
happy,
mind doing it again. It's just like, I would say my stuff.
but
My thing
now,
with horror stuff is like
all that
finding something
remains
that's
is
actually
decay.
good and that
Everyone I
people actually
cherished
watch. Because even with horror
swept
stuff,
away with the
all the
waves.
big YouTubers they still play roughly the same
Nothing
horror game.
will ever
That
be
makes
the
sense.
same again.
Right.
Yeah.
Like there's not too like the only way you see somebody branch off and do like this obscure out of pocket horror game is when somebody like Markiplier does it or Corey Kenter does it and they have like 20, 30 million subscribers a piece. And then everybody starts playing that obscure out of pocket game because like, oh, these 2 big creators play, I'm gonna play it too.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Is he saying she's only doing Twitch ads?
Pipe sucks. God. What the heck? A box of pills. Symptoms can cause brain shivers. I have a strong feeling I should take these. Why? That's 1 bar of health. This is 1 bar. Well, I don't want to take those. Alright. There's a safe spot here, so I have to stop anyway, so that works out. Good little test. Good little test run. Stop the recording. I'm going